Da-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Tonight on trivia, we have Survivor Girl waiting for anybody who feels like playing trivia. Let's come on in. Maybe nobody does. Who knows? I really didn't check to see if there's any live streams going on though. I didn't see anybody live, so I'm just gonna wait a little while longer to see if anybody wants to play trivia. Uh, how's everybody doing today? Anything exciting going on with anybody? Not much going on here. And I was just bored, and I thought, oh, maybe there's some people who really want to play trivia. 'Cause I know that last time we were gonna play, it kind of got all screwed up. So, I just thought maybe you'll see what happens. I was doing like a little research on a couple of topics. Like about those. You know how they say that they dig up giant bones and stuff. Then I wonder if they just kind of thought they were giants because they were maybe 6'5" or 6'6", and most of the people in Europe, you can tell when you go over to England, the buildings, the houses, all the doorways are really small and everything. So I just wonder if it wasn't that maybe what they thought was average probably was 5'7" for a guy, you know. And when they see like this person who's like almost 7 feet tall, where there is basketball players nowadays that there is people that are that tall. Um, but I would imagine that from looking at the doorways when I lived in England, people were pretty short. That's for sure. Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why that was. I'm gonna start thinking nobody feels like playing trivia in a minute. That's for sure. I should always check and see if people are live. That way I'll know if I did a quick spin around to see if anybody was live on YouTube, and I'm not seeing, unless I'm missing something. But so anyway, who knows? Maybe I'll go back to my. Is there any particular topics you guys would be interested in, hearing more about? And I mean, just tell me if you got any suggestions or anything like that. I'd be happy to research a topic if, somebody wants, they've got an idea for something. One of the things I always want to like kind of follow up on was this story I'd heard of this guy in California. This was recent too. I hope you guys are going to still be able to hear me. I'm going to see if I can find it. Hold on a second. 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me? So, this guy in California kills his wife on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas morning, he props her up on the couch while the little kids are opening up their presents and puts sunglasses on her and tells the little kids, look at mommy, how drunk she is while opening presents. I'm gonna like read this to you guys and then hopefully, I don't know, hopefully you can hear me. All right, here we go. And let's see, I'm trying to see the most recent thing that I see is June, June 6th. I hope you guys can still hear me. June 6th, 2021. A California man will spend at least 15 years behind bars for the gruesome Christmas present he gave to his kids, their, de- their mother's dead body. William Wallace, who was convicted of second-degree murder in April for the 2011 death of 26-year-old Giselle Preston, was sentenced Friday to 15 years to life in prison, with credit for the 9 years he's already spent behind bars. He beat and tortured my daughter and at the same time mentally assassinated her children, Preston's mother said. He showed her no mercy, no mercy. Sometime between December 24th and December 25th, he attacked Preston, pushing her onto a glass table, then asking her then 8-year-old daughter to help pull glass out of her body. The now 18-year-old girl testified. Wallace then dragged Preston into the bathroom and dropped her against the toilet. After she hit the toilet, and I think she was passed away, he just took her to the bedroom and put her down to sleep while she was deceased, the daughter said. That is what I remember because she was cold. On Christmas morning, Wallace dragged Preston's dead body out to the living room and propped her up on the couch with sunglasses on while her 3-year-old and 8-year-old daughters from a previous relationship and their 7-week-old son with Wallace opened presents. Mommy ruined Christmas. She got drunk and ruined Christmas, Wallace told the children, according to prosecutors. Other relatives testified that Wallace had repeatedly abused and threatened to kill Preston, who was studying to be a domestic abuse counselor before she was killed. And that was it. Look at this. Man bashed unconscious. I gotta look at that one too. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I hope so. I'm just in shock about that. Um, I probably have to go out and then come back in. So if anybody's in the room, I can't see you right now. I'll be right back. I can't believe. Can you guys hear me now? Did you guys hear that story I was just saying? I don't even know. It's just that there's two people here. There might be more. There might be less. There might be nobody. But that story is, I mean, okay, first of all, 9 years he's been sitting there. Now, I thought the Constitution says, a right to a speedy trial. Okay. So now he's sitting there for 9 years, but not convicted of the crime. Now, I don't, I do think this guy is a out and out sicko. Sicko. Hi, Rachel. I think, you didn't hear that story I just told? Rachel, it's incredible. In 2011, the guy beat his 26-year-old wife, okay, to death. Had the 8-year-old help him take glass out of her. It was Christmas Eve. And then threw her onto the floor in the bathroom, and she whacked her head. And the little girl who testified at his trial, but now is 18, remembers that he then dragged her in to the bedroom. But the little girl feels like the lady, her mother had passed away when she hit the toilet, with her head. That he dragged her in the bedroom and put her to bed, even though she was deceased. The next morning, he brought her out. It was Christmas morning, and propped her up on the couch with sunglasses on, saying, "Look at mommy ruined Christmas. She's drunk. Mommy ruined Christmas." And they gave him 15 years to life. Okay. He's already been in there for 9 years. And the 9 years he's going to get credit for time served. What I'm not understanding is if he was just convicted of it right now, then what if he didn't get convicted? I mean, what if they found him innocent and he had sat in jail for 9 years? That's not a speedy trial. I thought now believe me, I'm not for this guy at all. I think he should have never get out of jail. Never get out of jail. There's so many things wrong with this story. There's so many things wrong with this story. But the first thing is, I thought in the Constitution or whatever, or rights, or whatever it is, right? That you're supposed to have a right to a speedy trial. So this guy has been there 9 years. So now that means that he could be out in 6 more years. 6 years he could be out. I cannot believe that they would think 15 years would be enough punishment for doing what he did. Propping the dead mother up on the couch on Christmas morning with sunglasses on. And her 8-year-old knew that she was dead because, she had seen them fighting. And I guess the woman had complained multiple times, like multiple. She was actually going to school to become a domestic abuse counselor, and she had complained many times about, um, you know, what was going on. And I can't, I don't know what's wrong with the legal system. And I was reading that in Pennsylvania somewhere, around like Delaware, Pennsylvania, there was a high school football game going on, and the cops thought somebody fired at them 3 times, okay, which they still haven't been able to prove. But they just started shooting into the crowd. They killed an 8-year-old girl. They started shooting at the bleachers, the cops. They killed an 8-year-old girl. It could have been a car backfiring. They wounded 4 people and killed the 8-year-old. I mean, I cannot believe that they would just automatically start shooting at a bleachers full of high school kids and their families at a high school football game. No one has been charged, they said. No one has been charged. And that's all it will get left at, is that. And people will just forget about it. And nobody will get any kind of justice, like that mother won't get any justice. And what they'll do is, they'll fuck it. I don't even know what they'll do. That's just horrible. Shooting into multiple police, too, shooting into the bleachers. Yes, you know what? That's a good point, Rachel. That is a good point. And you know why that is too? Because they do those fucking those privatized prisons where they've got the big companies getting cheap labor from the prisoners, and the taxpayers are the ones paying for the prisoners. So the rich companies are like getting cheap labor, and we are footing the bill for it, and everybody thinks their jobs are gone overseas, but they're not. They've got the prisoners in those privatized, prisons. Probably working them to death for all we know. Crazy. You want to come up on the panel? I can drop the link. You haven't been up for a while. I'm dropping a link. Government has been against family and neighborhoods, but people spoke out when something was wrong. Yeah, generations back. They don't do it anymore. People don't speak out anymore. It's that qualified immunity doctrine that has got to be repealed. With one full swoop, that would solve so many issues. Oh my God, it would. It would bring, people would become united again, because they would know that no matter what color anybody was, the person, the police. Here's the thing, that qualified immunity doctrine, that's not only covering police, that covers any government worker. So if a government worker has a bad day and shoots somebody, they can, they're covered under the qualified immunity doctrine. I read a story where even um, the guards in the juvenile delinquent, what do they call it? Like juvie, the juvenile lockups or whatever they are, reform schools. patrols. I don't know, right? Even the guards and stuff in there, okay, are covered by the qualified immunity doctrine. So here's the thing: you get an 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid that ends up in one of those, and you've got a 6'3" guard raping him, okay, and threatening him and gonna make his life miserable. Maybe will kill his family if he says anything. Maybe they're just telling an 8-year-old that, but I mean, what's an 8-year-old thinking, right? Yeah, detention. That's it, detention. Um, so say this 8-year-old ends up having to be there for many years, and they're thinking to themselves, when I'm an adult and I'm out of here, I'm gonna be able to do something about this, right? Here's the thing: they only have so many years to report it. So the statute of limitations is run out. When they get out as an adult, they can't get any justice because the statute of limitations. Is that it? Statute of limit, right? Is that it? Am I saying the right thing? Yeah, they can't report it. They think when they're an adult, they can at least take back their life by report, and they can't. They only had so long. How's that for a kick in the ass? That is disgusting. And so this one guy who was whatever you call him, like a corrections officer, but in detention, juvenile, was a pedophile. And so that's what happened, right? The guy and the statute of limitation was, and so they let him out of jail because he ends up in jail because something comes up, but not for long. And they let him out of jail, and he ends up slashing the throat of this kid, this little kid. Oh my! I just couldn't believe, like, how is he even working? He had like he had priors, and he was a huge guy, huge. I can't even imagine that those little kids inside those detention centers can get no help because they're scared to death. It's not like the social services, like if you called CPS on somebody who you don't know and you're just trying to harass them, but they come to their door and they sweep the kid right out of there from the parent. That's not what's going to happen to that little kid when if he tells somebody and then the adult goes and says, you got to get them out. That's not what is going to happen. They're going to still keep them right there and make you prove it. And in the meantime, that little kid could end up dead. They say that he killed himself, you know? They're not going to sweep them up and bring them to safety like, they so-called do. Even rape amongst an adult prison, like even male prison stuff, that shit never gets punished. They think that it's okay to look the other way when inmates are being raped by other inmates or a corrections officer. I read a story where the actual lockup, the women's lockup, they were running a prostitution ring out of it and forcing the girls that were getting arrested to partake, forcing them to partake. And I mean, and a shitload of them ended up dead. Like, but they kept putting them off to. They had a show about it. It was, yeah, I'd look it up if you want to come up on the panel. Then I can look it up, and you can let me know if you can, still hear me when I'm looking it up. But uh, yeah, they just kept putting it off to uh their drug addicts or their prostitutes or they've been in jail. Thing was that this town was this tiny town, and these just so happens there was a women's lockup there. These cops were crooked as shit. I mean, this one, they even found like in his trailer they had like bondage stuff hanging from the ceiling and everything, and they never, I don't even think the cop that was running the the whole prostitute. I don't think any of them ever got in any trouble, and those deaths just went unsolved. I'll tell you what, if I was, I mean, right there, what you just said too is a really good point about spending so much money on the, like, for instance, oh, you are? Oh, it didn't give me any notification. I don't think you are. Do you have the link? I dropped it in here. My God, I forgot what I was just saying. Oh yeah, about, okay, for instance, Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. Why? Why give him a trial? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? That doesn't even make sense. And the same people who would say they loved the movie The Purge would probably debate what I'm saying about Jeffrey Dahmer with, well, everybody needs a right to a trial and stuff like that. You know? Hi.
Hey, let me close out my other window. I'm so sorry. Give me a second.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And there goes
Yeah.
the echo. Sorry about that. I should have did that
Okay,
first.
I didn't
Hey,
even notice it.
SG.
How you doing?
Good. I've been feeling really good and happy and motivated and love to paint.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Is that you're painting your other place that you're moving out of or your new place?
Now I only own one home. I did own two homes outright. I sold the one in Canton. I think I gave you the address to look up those pictures if you wanted to. No big deal. And the one I'm living in is just a family home in a family neighborhood. And I'm so past that. Like, I can't wait, for my new future. But this house was always an investment
Yeah,
and it's at the peak of its investment. So why wouldn't I stick lipstick on a pig and take it to market? You know
right,
what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
So
And
how are
like
you?
if
Who
you've
cares
got any
about
like
me?
if you've got any of those like places where it's like a little town where it's kind of cultural, like artsy around you, where walking is good. You don't need a car, and little
Yes,
cafes and stuff. That would be nice
yes.
to get a little apartment above something like that. Or they usually have
You,
cool little places in towns like that.
You and I are so on the same page because
Hmm.
well, I can't dox myself. Damn, I hate that word,
Yeah,
but I am
yeah,
moving to just what you described, actually. I
that
thought I
sounds
was going to be
awesome.
moving beachside or Florida, but I have to take my son's considerations. They are valid, and make a plan together. Me, I just throw a dart.
Right, right. I hear you. But
So how
still,
have you been doing? I want to hear all about you.
I'm all right. I'm doing okay. I'm just, same thing as always. I'm gonna start radiation soon, and I guess they fit you for this thing that you're supposed to put. I don't know. You know, sounds like positive. Um,
Excellent.
like I think I was more scared than I probably should have.
Oh, of course. The unknown is very frightening. It's just an inert human response. You know what I'm saying? Anybody would be like that.
Right. And there is something to be said of I know they call it bedside manner, but I don't think it's really a bad. But I think it has, what does it say? Kim Savage, I am salty of
Excuse me?
just I don't know what that is. I'm gonna just remove that person. I think they're doxing somebody.
Oh, I
Um
can't I can't see the chat because I'm running
yeah,
another
I don't want to put
program.
it anyway. I removed it. But
Okay, good.
yeah,
Whack a mole.
actually. I totally forgot. Oh, was I? Oh, doctors. Yeah. Because if the doctor that I had been talking to, her, the one I saw the other day, Thursday, if she was not very kind, then I probably wouldn't feel as confident, you know? So there is something to be said too with the doctor. Like it's not all just about, going to, there's, in every type of career and job, I think people's characteristics and personalities and things, they matter a lot. I've been looking at a lot of people on YouTube and stuff and seeing a lot of things in people that I think we see more of a broader range of personality.
Anonymously too, which is disgusting.
It is bad because it's really when people can use things like what you could I think really what people could tell who's bad really right off the bat when you see people saying,
Well, not.
oh,
I didn't
because
mean to
you
cut
could
you
if
off, but not necessarily
some people
because
are
when
bad behind the
people.
scenes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, some people are bad behind the scenes and are good at not letting people know they're so bad. But let's take for
Exactly.
instance
Mhm.
someone like Jeff Stealing. Sorry to say, but let's say or Janice Dickinson,
What's his
who comes right
nickname?
out.
Jeff Squealing. I love that.
Oh, isn't that
Like
funny?
I laugh every time I read his name now. I just think of a little pig squealing.
That is true. Oh my God, did you just do that? That is so funny.
Yeah, I used to
Oh
own a
my God.
pig, so I know
Oh my
exactly how
God.
they sound. Sorry.
The thing is he comes out with some really mean, vile stuff. So right
Mm.
there, if anybody was looking to avoid as much drama as you could, you'd know just by what that person says, so you can eliminate that person. And then the
Mm.
rest, it becomes a process of elimination. But in
A,
actuality,
a
all you have to
lot
do is
of
watch
a lot
people.
of it stems, I'm sorry, from childhood trauma or family situations or abuse, like you were pointing out earlier when I was trying to come on the stream. And then it carries on into when they're adults. And
Mhm.
what has been done to them, they mimic because they never get out of that mindset of moving past learning how to deal with whatever situation was done to them and progressing into the future. So you see a lot of people stagnated, and what they're doing to others is exactly what was done to them. I'm sorry, there's been so many studies on it that,
Yeah, but I think the coldness of
yeah,
the society nowadays is also a part of a dissociative behavior, like where they're not developing
exactly.
social skills, so they're not even looking at people like real people.
Well, it's AI and it's your phone, it's your computer, and that's the most important thing is swipe and read stuff and try to be a part of a community. And It's
Well,
all bullshit because it's just online. It's not
no,
really
that's not. No, no,
real.
no, no.
You can make
YouTube,
friends, really good friends, but what's
right?
kind of said online or said behind the scenes is bullshit.
Yes,
There's an agenda, there's a doctrine, there's getting information out of these people to use it against you or use it against your friends. It's ridiculous. It's like grade school out in the playground.
yeah, but what Tommy D said was made sense earlier. How that YouTube should protect its content creators
It protects
because,
its money. It protects its money first. Bottom
right?
line with any business is always money.
Yes, but here's the thing: is that it doesn't. They make money off the content creators. Those
Mm-hmm.
are the people who end up. People put their ads on their videos and
Oh,
things like
yeah.
that. But if
Yeah.
you can't be comfortable in doing what you want to do for content and you get distracted defending yourself and your character gets assassinated
Nature of
and all of
YouTube.
that.
Bad side of YouTube. Yeah.
No, it's not YouTube, it's society. It's on every social
Well,
media
YouTube
platform.
is a platform that gives them this outlet to go
Right,
after people.
right, right.
Exactly. That's what I
But,
just said.
yeah, but yeah, any social media network, like Instagram, Twitter, all of them go through the same thing. They're providing anonymity to people who are not having any kind of, they're, and it's because YouTube isn't provide. It's just if you had like a bad kid that was acting up all the time and you never reprimanded them, they keep acting up.
Hmm.
Yeah. And YouTube doesn't realize, or they just don't even care, or
They don't care.
yeah, like what is going on there?
The only thing they're switching over is to a broadcast format, which prevents you from having so many sock accounts because you're then going to have to verify. There's going to be a different verification system, and people know that what I do now, so it's it's been out of the bag, so I don't really care.
Was a
But
vetting.
that's the only thing that they're swinging over to.
Yes, but all they're going to do is bring back what they used to provide for free. When you could click on a person's avatar in a live stream and
Yeah,
know
they
if
did
that was
away with
them.
that, right? That
Right.
they because they're swinging over to that broadcast format. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They're still going to just provide that same thing and charge people for it now.
But you're going to have to verify who you are to have a channel eventually. Not, things take time. So
Right. I
it's
understand what you're
coming.
saying. And what somebody was saying was in order to verify, you have to give them your bank account information and stuff like that. And you're,
Well, all those cash apps, somebody makes money right along with you. It's a money making device, a
no, 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 no
tool. It's
cash
to
apps. Not
use
talking about cash apps.
everything. If
No,
you have
listen to this.
PayPal, they take a percentage of your money that you are getting
No,
for
but we're not talking
yourself.
about cash apps. We're talking about
But that's why
verifying
they want to
somebody.
roll. I'm trying to explain why they want to roll that format and give that into what you're doing as a channel, as it's already going to be a preset, a pre-com. I was trying to explain that to you because that's a money-making entity. If you have PayPal, Cash App, whatever, I think the only one that doesn't charge you is Facebook. So what they're doing is they're trying to roll that into being a channel on YouTube to provide those services for you because then you make money, they make money.
No, but what I'm saying is, aside
I'm
from
just
on the
trying to
internet,
explain.
aside from the internet, I'm telling you
Hmm?
an example where aside from on the internet, okay,
You're
earlier
cutting
this
out.
year
I
I was
didn't hear
trying to
that
get.
at all. I apologize.
Can you hear me?
You cut out a second ago, so I didn't
Okay,
hear
can you hear
what
me
you
now?
said after I stopped talking.
Can you hear
Sorry.
me now?
Yes, now
Okay.
you're clear. Okay, go ahead.
Earlier this year, I wanted to get a what do you call it? Like, I wanted to get a copy of my tax return from the year before. A transcript of my tax return. You know,
Yes.
and this is aside from any internet or anything. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the internet. And they said you would think like you sign in with your social security number, this and that. But then it goes into to verify who you are. They want you to have a bank account and you have to give your bank account number, but you also have to have a credit card, but the credit card can't be through your bank. I couldn't get them. I couldn't order them on the IRS tax site, the
Wow.
official government website. Okay, in order for me to create even an account to get to even that, area to say what I wanted to order, in order for me to initially even create the account, they wanted me to have a credit card that wasn't my ATM card, like debit card, had to
Right.
be a credit card, and a bank account. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking weird. That's like asking for a lot, you know?
Maybe you jump through hoop after hoop after
Yeah,
hoop. What are we in the
right.
circus? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Hi, Free
Yeah.
Dobby. How are you?
Who came in?
Free Dobby with Mr.
Free. Is that like a short for Doberman? Because I love Doberman.
No, it's from Harry Potter.
Oh, from Harry Potter. Thank you, SG. I did not know that. Dobby. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah,
like
Dobby.
Dobie when I looked at it before.
Yeah, Dobby doesn't want to die. Isn't that what he said? Or like he's got the socks on his ears.
Socks on
Remember
his
who Dobby is?
ears.
Yeah, Dobby. I like Dobby from Harry Potter. I really like the Harry Potter movies.
I like the owl from Harry Potter movie.
I thought the effects were really cool. I'd always like to go to that Universal Studios in Florida to the Harry Potter thing.
I like the story of the author of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I think it's probably, not quite as, they say,
Not
like
quite
her,
as
how
what?
they say she wrote it on like napkins and stuff.
I think it's the truth. People tend to tell the truth when they're that, destitute at that point as what she was. So the
Yeah,
girl could
Dobby needs
talk. The girl definitely can write.
yeah, she was good. They were good, but the effects were really made it, because if they were bad effects, then you, you can't have like a fantasy. Yeah, I know who you are, Free Dobby. I didn't want to say though. This is Mr. Bobbles. Free Dobby is Mr. Bobbles.
Hi, Mr. Bobbles. How are you doing? I hope you've been awesome sauce. Miss you.
Yeah, I ended up like freaking going live earlier because I was,
You're kind of
you, huh?
echoing again. You're kind of echoing again. It's like a audio distortion.
Am I still?
You just did a second ago, not now. Maybe it's a signal that's on your phone.
Yeah, I moved it just then, so maybe it's,
Ah, that
yeah.
was it.
There you
Bingo.
go.
Yahtzee.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
yay. I was gonna do trivia because I didn't know if anybody
I
wanted
saw
to.
that.
I could always you and Mr. Bobbles could go against each other
Oh
in
my
trivia.
gosh.
How's
I
that?
opt out. I'm sorry.
Why?
Yeah, I've been working like 12-hour days, SG. I'm
So
just,
fucked up,
yeah,
man, that you won't play trivia.
yeah. I was in the bathtub for 3 hours yesterday, went downstairs yesterday, and my son was like, go back in the bathtub. So, yeah, painting my front, we totally redid my front to
Right,
my house, took
right,
down an overhang, built new stairs, railings, everything. Well, guess who had to paint that? Because I love
yeah.
painting. So in the hot, 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 add a million more hots to that,
Hmm.
full sunlight, sunlight takes it out of you. But the only good side effects I got is I'm blonde now. So cool.
Is this Mr. Bobbles or is it Bobbles that's using
Oh,
the
is
free
it
Dobby?
Bobbles? Happy late birthday, Bobbles. I got that so late from a friend, so
We
apologize.
need the funk. Gotta have that funk. I made her a birthday
We
video.
need the funk, boom, boom. Gotta have that funk, boom, boom.
She had quite a few people in there last night. If
Oh,
she was
great.
having an actual party, she would have had 70 people at a birthday party.
Wow, that's cool. Very, very cool and awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it was nice.
Happy for her.
Happy Fourth?
No, I said happy for her.
Oh, I thought you said Happy Fourth. I was like,
Yes, happy 4th of July.
that's what I was freaking saying to myself. I
Oh my
literally
goodness.
thought,
Let's
I'm
rewind.
like, wait a fucking minute. What is she saying? 4th of July?
Oh my
What's
goodness.
going on here? It's a time
Let
war.
those firecrackers rip.
I know.
Love
Oh
that
my
holiday. Oh
god.
my God. I used to spend like $1,000 and go to Tennessee and buy like 4th of July, birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, any other shit you can set firecrackers off to. I had them. Like even if friends wanted to like buy them from me because they had a birthday, I'd be like,
Mm,
yeah, how much do you want? I bought this
yeah.
thing. It was so cool. It was a repeater, and it was called "Wake the Neighborhood," and it sure did. The cops came.
I don't like I always think I'm gonna like blow a hand off or something.
No, I've been setting off firecrackers since I could walk, so I'm not scared of really anything.
Glad
Here
I
in
didn't go to
Georgia, they
kinder.
were illegal until a little while ago. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to talk over you. What?
No, no, no. I said I'm glad I didn't go to kindergarten with you.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't go to kindergarten. I went to first grade, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I
loved
don't think I went
fireworks and
to
stuff.
kindergarten either.
Hmm?
Hold on a minute. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I I I went to like a preschool,
Oh
and then I
wow.
feel like I didn't go to kindergarten. Like I went right into first grade, from there.
Well, I was the dumbass kid that spoke four languages, but was in the back of the room learning to speak English. So yeah, in first grade, I had
They were
tons
gonna
of
keep me
fun.
back in first grade. They said I was a bad reader, but
Hmm.
they didn't keep me back because my mother was like, "Oh hell no."
Good for
And
her.
so every night after dinner, she would. We had this little like pantry room, and she would have like a little chalkboard on an easel,
Oh,
and
that's
she would
so
do
cool. I
with
loved playing
night.
school when I was a kid.
Yeah, she would do reading with me every night. She was like, you're not keeping her back.
That is awesome. I love that when parents are so involved. Like I said, I couldn't speak hardly any English. I spoke fluent Hungarian, guttural Hungarian, German, French. My mom loved French. And then a little bit of other languages. But Spanish, I hated. I don't know why. I just still don't even like to speak
I
Spanish.
think it would be weird to be able to speak like Japanese or Chinese or something
I
like that.
started speaking Japanese because I had a friend, my oldest daughter's best friend,
Mm.
mom. Well, they are Japanese. I should say all of them. So I started learning Japanese. It is really a cool language, but it is so difficult.
I would think so.
Yeah, I taught her English because she did not know the American language at all. She was straight from uh, where was the Olympics from a little while ago? I'm looking at the word, but I can't get it out of my brain. Uh, Never
Mr.
mind. It's
Mr. Babo says my first grade teacher wrote that I was horrid on one of my report cards.
wow. You're a typical boy then.
No, but that's so bad. I read a story one time in Chicken Soup for Your Soul. You know that book, Chicken Soup
Oh
for the Soul.
yeah, I read that
Yeah,
a while ago.
yeah, and I read a story in there, and it was talking about a teacher and how she was. There was a little boy in class that was always, unkempt and, you know, kind of didn't partake in the class or anything like that. And then Christmas came around, and he gave her the little kids were given gifts, and it was like fourth grade, and he gave her a half full bottle of perfume that was wrapped in, like a
Oh,
newspaper, and he gave
yeah.
her a bracelet that was
He
missing some of
stole from his
it.
mom?
No,
Okay.
so the other little kids, they started to laugh at him, and the teacher put the perfume on right away, and she said, "Oh no, no, it's beautiful," put the perfume and the bracelet on right away. And then when he was about to leave at the end of the day, he like kind of lingered, and he said, "I just want to tell you, you smell just like my mom." And
Oh.
when she went and looked back through his report cards, he was a good student, in first grade and participating all this. And then second grade, his mother had gotten ill,
Oh
and
no.
third grade, she had passed away. And the father was so distressed and stuff that they had noticed his hygiene not being noticed. But as
Oh.
through the years, the teachers would write on his report cards that he was, a problem in class because they didn't know that his mother had passed away in second grade. So
Yeah.
by the time he got to, this teacher's class, she she was already almost ready to write him off, you know,
Wow.
before even knowing his background. And so after she knew that, she, took better attention into his, education and stuff. And he went on to become like a doctor, and he asked
Wow.
her if she would, sit in the front row for his graduation because his father had since
Oh,
passed.
that's
And it was
so
just really
special.
nice. Yeah,
That
it was
is
nice.
really nice.
It was nice.
Wow. We
I
are our history. We are what we have gone through since we were born, you know?
I was in a live stream the other day, and they were talking about, I don't know, teachers or something, but they weren't really the way I think of teachers, and maybe it's not the same anymore, but I'm certain that it's not too far off. I mean, people become teachers knowing they're not going to get paid much, you know, and especially with the way things are becoming now. Hi, Tommy. The way things are becoming now, they get they have to pay for the field trips if you want to.
Everything. They have to pay to decorate their rooms. They have to pay when children are too poor to send in supplies based, what's on the basic list for every single grade that is sent home. I mean, it is atrocious. Oh, hi, Tommy Highway. I saw him the other night. I was on his stream.
And Lemon too.
Hey, Lemon.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't seen you
Hmm.
in such a long time. Fancy seeing you too. That's awesome. Thank you. I love that. Fancy seeing you. That's
See,
great. That's a real genuine person right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
we're still here. We're still kicking here.
We're going strong.
Yeah.
Woohoo! The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, right. I used to like that
Can't
when I was
keep a
a
good
kid.
thing down.
Right? Right. It's
Sex appeal sells.
oh, geez, here she goes again.
I love you, SG.
Yeah, it was, I was actually talking to Michigan Made about that because
Oh,
he graduated with an elementary education degree from Michigan State.
oh
Hey,
wow.
Zero, how are you?
Ooh, Zero Infinity's here. Boy, you've got a reputation. I can't even say the
Reputation.
word. Thank you, SG. I just started laughing. I'm sorry. I apologize. I sincerely apologize.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No, to him. Zero
Oh, man.
Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Besides
Good
being
guy.
a cartoon character from Buzz Lightyear's movie.
There is really a zero infinity?
Oh my god.
Is there?
I can't breathe.
I don't know what she's laughing about. Last
I
night,
think
yeah,
so.
last night I fucking was, I didn't know what Ben was talking about. Like,
Oh,
Ben was here.
cool.
And
He said,
I'm naming off people, like, who it
mhm.
could be. And I'm going, is it zero infinity? Is it zero infinity?
Zero
I
infinity
had a
and
about,
beyond.
as it turned out, they weren't even talking about what I was like all freaking out about. They were talking about something totally different. They were talking about cooking breakfast.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And I was
Oh, I
like,
caught some of that.
did you? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Ben.
yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking, I'm like, did I do that? Like I fucking jumped the gun.
Me.
I was fucking going off.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Zero
Zero. I
Infinity
didn't mean
just
anything
said,
I said. I didn't mean
yeah.
anything I said.
He said, I am all right. No worries. Thank
Yeah,
you. That's very
I take it all
magnanimous of
back.
you.
Yeah.
What is that? Fireworks. Oh my God. He put fireworks. I love Lemon.
I love
He's the
Lemon too.
coolest. Yeah, he is
I love
cool.
all these
He
guys.
just strikes me as
I'm still
such
on the
a,
fence about
oh,
Zero. No, sure. Zero, I'm
oh,
only kidding.
I'm
I'm
on to
busting your
Lemon.
ass.
get,
I'm
get on to the 9 lemons. He just strikes me as such a level-headed gentleman that really uses his words, his manners, just that you can, he seems like the guy you can go to really have an honest conversation. Lemon does. He does.
he, I actually could imagine like hanging out with Lemon, smoking
Oh,
weed.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that would be cool.
yeah. I think I would fight with Tommy Highway inadvertently.
No, we'll strap him down to his bed and get out all his toys.
That's what you would do.
Yes, I just said it came out of my mouth. So,
Yeah. See, me, I would not even go near the house with the fucking until like
she'd be like, pick me up, I'm down the block.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm driving. I'll drop you out. Like that kind of shit.
That's not SG clucking.
She's done farm animals today. She
Oh,
did a
I
pig so
know.
far.
I
She
know.
did a
You
pig
don't even
so
want to
far.
get me. So.
Oh, don't do that. Do not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's horrible. I'm torture.
I am. I'm so bad. Spank me.
Oh, how about that, Tommy Highway? It Tommy has a whole dungeon for you ladies. I could see Rachel though, like turning the tables on him
So fast.
and tying him up or whatever, chaining him up, and then whistling like that for a good hour.
I don't think I'd be whistling. I think he would be whistling my tune.
Tommy's fucking eyeballs would pop out. He has a fucking ball gag in.
Hey, any guy has won the lottery if a lady says yes. If they get past the front door, he's won the lottery.
Aw.
Well, that's a good.
Go ah.
Have you ever seen the movie Eat, Pray, Love with Julia Roberts? That's an excellent line from that movie that I just plagiarized. She's talking about being unhappy in her life and how she's getting to be a bigger size in jeans with her girlfriend, and they're both talking about the same thing. And she said, "Have you ever had a guy turn you down? A guy has won the lottery if he's naked in a room with you. He's not going to complain about anything. Plus, there's a light switch."
So basically, where women would think when a guy is sleeping with you that he is, could be, women could interpret it to be deeper than it is. Because, like you're saying, have you ever had a guy turn you down kind of thing? No, they'll just turn the light off kind
of. Yeah. Well, just plainly speaking, plainly speaking.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. A movie I saw one time, which I like the, scene from it. You know how you was talking about repeating the line from the movie. It's called "Happy Thank You More Please," and it's an independent film. And I really like that movie. It's got a couple of lines that I can, still relate. Like even tonight, what the hell was it? Somebody, oh, I know what it was. They were going off on Bobbles about as a guy in my ex life.
Hmm?
Now I'm a sentient being sexist. Lemon is saying it's true, can confirm. As a guy in my ex life, now I'm a sentient being sexist. I thought he
No,
said,
he's not. I
I
bet he's
sent
hot.
I thought he said, now I'm a sentient being
Well,
sexist,
I
not
think.
being a human being. I thought he meant like he was being sexist.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think what he meant by that though is he's gotten to a stage of his life where he's prioritizing and he's not really going for the hit it and quit it because that doesn't really span out to anything but misery.
I think it
So
means he thinks he's an alien. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding,
I'll
man.
go with that. That sounds
He
cool.
thinks
Tommy's here, so let's, if Tommy wants to talk about aliens, I'm good with that.
he thinks he's an alien. No, he's
Hmm?
a big lemon. Because one time
He's
me
a
and
big
Lemon were talking
lemon.
about how
He's a
funny it
lemon
would
head.
be, how
Run!
funny it would be if he was like wearing like a deadhead shirt and had sunglasses on, but he was like a
Oh
big
my
lemon,
god.
really.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, the festivals and the Keys were so great for the Grateful Dead. I mean, well, any festival in the Keys, Key West, was
he's
so awesome. I loved it. I love Florida.
something like that. Something like
Something
that.
like
Both
that.
of you.
Okay. Both of you. He wants both of us. Let's go. Let's end the
You
stream
know
and
what?
go.
That's where my mind went
I
too.
know, me too. I'm
Isn't
like,
that
oh
horrible?
Lord.
This poor guy's telling, hey,
Sign
I'm
me
not
up.
interested in sex, and me and you jump right
What?
to he wants both of us.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you speak for yourself. I love sex.
No,
Yeah.
he said it.
Yeah.
He said
Oh,
it.
okay. He said it. Yeah, both of you. Yeah. Then my mind went right there.
That's where
So
my mind went.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're sisters
Because
from
we're
another mother.
perverted. We're
Yeah.
perverted, Evan.
It's not perverted. It's natural. God would not have made the big O as big as the O can get if He didn't want you to enjoy it.
Ew. See,
Just
now that kind of
saying.
grossed me out. Because that made me think that big old the JJ hole.
No, orgasm.
I know what you meant.
Orgasm.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant. It just made
Yeah.
me think of a big old JJ hole.
Well, they kind of do get big if you've had
Well,
natural childbirth, but I've had 4 C-sections, so I'm all good.
fisting? Fisting.
What are we talking about?
I I watched this fucking
We're
Triumph the
just two
insult
wild
comic
and
dog.
crazy girls. Steve
Triumph
Martin.
the insult comic dog.
What now? I was
Triumph.
doing, huh?
No, from Conan O'Brien. Triumph the
Oh,
insult
I was
comic.
doing Steve Martin. We're two wild and crazy girls.
Yeah, but the I was thinking about it with the fisting thing. They did
Okay.
this.
Oh my God, where does this come from?
Yeah, because
Ouch!
listen, because he goes. They do this. They did a skit where they went to these rallies for different, politicians like Trump and
Mm-hmm.
Rubio and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
they pretended like the girls that were doing the, interviewing of the people that were there, the supporters, really did look like they could be a newscaster. They're pretty girls, but whatever, acting like they were newscasters. And they would they go,
Were they porn
so
stars though?
no, no,
Oh.
yeah. Then they go, so I just wanted to ask you what you think about the recent distribution, what family planning or something is going to be doing their fight against on you know teen pregnancy is going to be to oh my god, what's the word I'm trying? It was a pamphlet. It was like, so instead of having sex, to do fisting,
Ooh, really?
right? No,
I,
not really.
yeah, comically though. Yeah, she was role playing or play acting, asking these questions. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they were asking these real people that were at rallies, and they
Yeah,
sounded real serious, right?
right.
And the people were answering them seriously, and like, we're just like one of the girls goes, "So, what do you think about recently how I forget who she said. Let's just say she says Governor Christie, whatever. How recently Governor Christie pushed the handicapped kid into the pool. Well, something like that. And the person's going, I didn't know that he did that.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah,
That
yes,
would be
recently.
hilarious.
Yeah, oh, it was hysterical. It was
Yeah.
funny. They were asking these most ridiculous questions, and these people were giving answers like they really thought, it was just so, how stupid are people?
They were so serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were, I'm not going to say it, but Trump supporters.
Ooh, she said it.
I did say
Yeah, it's
it.
USA, so we're all supporting somebody.
I I can't remember these two kids at the beginning. They weren't kids really. They looked like college kids. And the girl comes out with the most ridiculous answer. And then she goes, "That's why I'm going to school to become a teacher, so I can teach people." And her answer was so crazy that I don't know how she could even be in college. And what
You
did she
wonder
finish the school?
sometimes.
Yeah. Like I would think that eventually, you know how the kids nowadays with texting they'll abbreviate words.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to do it to the sickest intent, and nobody
Yeah,
could make out what I was writing.
right.
So,
And I wonder if sometimes when they if they get a job that is on a computer or something, if they
mm.
forget they've been doing it so long that they're typing out letters for where they work with like that and shit.
I
And
think
because they're just so used to, you
it's
know,
it's
yeah,
more of a generational thing because if you don't keep on
exactly.
top of the trends that the younger kids are abbreviating words and you do that sort of texting to an older person like 55, 60, 65, they're like, what the hell did you just type? And you're like, you got to keep young, you got to keep trendy, you got to keep educated.
No, no. What I'm wondering is
So,
if that generation, when they get a job working in an office, if it's hard for them to know the real word. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
Like
you can
instead of
voice to text and it
no, not on
corrects
the
the
phone. I'm talking about
word.
if you're sitting at a computer and you're gonna type out a letter. You're working in an attorney's office or something, and you're
Yeah.
typing out a letter, whatever.
Attorneys have dictation to where you can voice to text and then it types it out. So some technology like that. But I think what
Well,
you're saying that they forget how to spell the word when they're in more of a business occupancy or job.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, see the way people, uh, speak and present themselves really has a lot to do with, like Lemon is 27.
Oh
If you
wow.
talk
I would
to
have
him,
thought he's a little older.
older, right? Yeah. You talk to
Yeah.
Robbie as well. She's 28, but to talk to her,
Uh,
she's very, smart and well
mhm.
versed, well read, and everything. And then I was listening to somebody else, and they were like, because I was pressing the brakes on that bitch, and they were like
Mm.
full fledged, almost 50-year-old adults talking like that. And I'm like,
Right.
damn, man, don't they realize how, you know, it's just a
They give themselves away. They really do when they talk like you're expressing just a few minutes ago. They give away everything about themselves and what's
yeah,
important to them. Yeah. So I
right.
find people that, just get bored with their life and they're lashing out and they're basically the same person. They've never really progressed with their life. They've never really challenged themselves to go on and do something else. I've had to challenge myself so much about home remodeling and trying to figure out how to do things that it's been nuts, but it's been a cool nut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always
Yeah.
love challenging myself. I never get stagnated in my life. I
It's
find.
about like getting motivated,
Oh
really.
yeah, definitely. No, work definitely motivates you. Definitely, you feel better. You feel, I don't know, I feel better when
Lemon
I'm
says,
working.
"Where's Mr. Pork?" He means Mr.
Mr.
Rourke.
Pork? Who's Mr. Pork?
Mr. Rourke. You know what? If it was the real Mr. Rourke,
Oh,
I saw him over in Cray Cray's live stream the other night, and
oh, wow.
he, if it was the real him, that's the
Yeah.
one thing. And he supposedly is in there saying, "Oh, you know that advice that you gave me? You were so right." And she goes, "Oh, what do you mean, Rourke? When I told you to run as far as you can from SD?"
Oh, wow.
That's what makes me think that it wasn't really him, because
Yeah.
I doubt he'd be going to her for any kind of freaking advice.
Right, right.
You know? Yeah. I doubt he'd go to her with, "Oh, hi, babbling with
Hello,
Bobbles."
Bubbles. Happy late birthday.
Ah, she said we will be listening in the Jeep while going down the road.
Oh, hugs. Hugs
Yeah,
back.
yeah, I was last night kind of was it last night or maybe it was today? Maybe it was today. I think it was today. I went live. Well, you saw it, I think, Rachel. I don't know if Bobble saw it, but I was just like so in shock that you had gone into that live stream. It was your third attempt, and you were in there as free Dobby. And it was right after that person said, "Oh, I feel so bad for what I did."
which which live stream?
It was Ollie.
Oily
Yeah,
Ollie Polly. Yeah, she
but
thinks
she
I'm
had said,
alley cat with a sock account. The girl needs to get a life and get
well,
some
she
more
had said,
education.
she goes, "Oh, and I feel so bad about uh putting that stuff up, and I'm leaving the door open for, if she wants to, whatever." She was trying to make it sound this way. And then as soon as Jules left, uh, the free Dobby account came in and clearly said that it was, Bobbles, right? "I'm here as this because you keep blocking me in my other account," right? Not me. I'm saying that's what
Yeah, yeah,
transpired.
I understand what you're saying.
And Ollie just started calling her a coward.
Wow.
Just started going
Well,
after.
that's like reverse psychology because she's not letting Bobbles up on her panel. So what is that? Cowardness.
Exactly. Right. She just starts calling her a coward. And then Miss Passion goes in there as chosen one's reject, right? And the
Oh,
very first thing Ollie says to her is, "Oh, hello, Melinda," right?
wow. That's not
And
surprising.
chosen one reject says, "Oh my God, you used my real name." And
Hmm.
Ollie goes, "Oh my God, no, leave it to me. Oh well, what can I say?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Ollie just strikes me as somebody that was boy crazy, very young, had little supervision, got pregnant so young, and then just stagnated in her life with education or progression into being an adult.
I
Sorry.
don't know. It could be that some people just maybe actually led a sheltered life, and maybe everything was great in their life and they want to be evil because they were always expected to be good around the house and behave and be this way. I couldn't think of any possible reason for people to behave the way these people behave.
Oh, Bobbles says she's about to be driving. Okay, Bobbles, happy late birthday. Happy, happy,
And
happy,
she said,
happy
"You are
birthday
not
to
alley
you.
cat." See,
Oh, I
because
know I'm not. Thank you, Bobbles.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I started thinking about that whole live stream that somebody's going to do apologizing to Debbie. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
Outhouse
like,
Angie.
yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Why does she do a telecast in front of her bathroom door? I just don't get it. Girl,
Well,
get a
yeah, but
sheet and
regardless
put
of
it
that,
behind you. Angie, Outhouse Angie, get a sheet behind you and block the bathroom door. Do not out your bathroom habits to the world. something you just don't do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, for the
Besides
last
that,
three for the last 3 weeks,
yes.
right? Or more, um, has not Angie been able to see, and they're still up there. The live streams are still there. The abuse and body shaming that
Oh
if
yeah.
Bobos was a weaker person could have driven Bobbles to start being a cutter, you know? So the
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
is that you would think if somebody is that emotional, then they would know what words would hurt them so they wouldn't do it back to people. But here she is just yesterday on her live stream talking about my aunt had a double mastectomy, and so she's not as sick
Hmm.
as she's saying she is.
Wow. Are they?
And Annette
She's
made a
talking
video.
about you.
Annette made a video saying, and I was over in Jules' chat. What a nice, quiet, drama-free chat. And I will say, do I think someone would fake a disease and a health issue for
Wait, is
attention?
she saying Jules is doing that? Oh my god.
No, she didn't.
Oh, that's what it seemed like. Because you said she came from Jules' chat. Then she said
No,
that.
she
So it's
was
almost like she's
implying
outing
me.
Jules. Oh, okay.
I made
Well,
that
that
video saying,
what
are
video?
you implying that Jules' disease is not real? And the only reason why I said
Oh,
that
that's
is
what I
because
thought.
I know, but that's not what I thought. That's I know what she's implying. She means me. But I'm
Hmm.
saying she can't be that stupid. I mean, everybody's seen me having chemotherapy. I have a port under. So she must have to be talking about somebody else with a disease, right?
Yes.
It couldn't be me.
Right.
I mean, I obviously have cancer. So at this in time in the game, is she like literally saying, "Do I think someone would fake a serious health issue for attention?" Yes, I do. You know, I mean, I know she's gonna say she just came from Jules and then say that. Nobody's stupid, right? We can all put two and two together that she's referring to me, but I'm not. Don't I don't I'm not gonna insult her intelligence and believe that she's that silly. But she must be talking
Hmm.
about somebody else.
Right.
Yeah,
I see what you're
that's all.
saying. Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't know. I've just been working, so I've been out of the YouTube trap. So I've been out
What
in the
I
sunlight.
yeah, but what I mean is, a year later, these people are still going
Oh,
on
to
about my
still keep
cancer.
it up. Yeah. Well, they do that because they can't back down from their story that they created about you. It's pathetic.
I
Like a
gave
normal human being would take any opportunity if they got an ounce of compassion, empathy in their heart to say, hey, look, what happened a year ago, 5 years ago, or whatever, I'm sorry. Just like you and I apologize. I came
yeah,
out several times sincerely apologizing, sincerely sad, crying
yeah,
about it, even that you and I had parted ways over whatever was happening. Let's not bring that up. And, I was sincerely sorry that it hurt my heart.
I was
Do they,
sorry too.
do
I
they
mean,
have, oh, thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do they have a heart? Is there a heart in there? Are they the Tin Man? Do they need to go buy a heart? I mean, it's gotten to the point of just that ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's like
Yeah.
you people are still talking. I mean, Debbie's
Yeah.
on her live. This was just yesterday. Annette makes a video. Debbie's on her live stream talking about it. Like I'm not
Um,
sick enough for them.
yeah.
Yeah,
They'd
she
have
seems
no
pretty
content if
healthy.
it wasn't for you. Damn. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? Nobody would be in the room. None of these haters would be in the room, Cray Cray's room. She goes, pockets of just, there's nothing like between her ears. You know what I'm saying? It just,
yeah,
if it wasn't for you, they would have nothing. What do they have? Believe me, make a list. It's very short. You might not even get to one.
Well, Debbie's fucking as far as she goes is her backyard. And these bitches are fucking
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I bet
Yeah.
that because of her cancer and she lives on the third floor, she doesn't
Mhm.
even take her dog out for a walk." It just
Oh,
so
are they
happens.
serious? Oh
Well,
my
did you
God,
see
your
all those videos
dog
I
is
just
in control
uploaded?
of you. That dog is in control of you. When it wants to go out, I am pretty sure it tells SG,
No, what I'm saying is
get out.
they were like taken for a walk. Even did you see those
Yeah.
videos I uploaded yesterday? I had my. It
Yes.
was
Yes.
coincidentally on the same day that they were saying that I didn't see because I
God.
was out all day,
Yeah. God
and
works
here
in
I am
mysterious
uploading.
ways.
You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah. God works
yeah,
in
we had a full
mysterious
day.
ways. Oh,
In
it was a
fact, I have a
beautiful
video I
day.
want
I
to
am.
upload. It's an old
Yes.
cemetery. It's nice. It's a good video. I like it.
Beautiful day. I am so jelly. Like when you
Today?
went near those videos, I took
Uh,
my break to those videos and I said, oh my God, SG is the greatest person on earth. I had such an enjoyable break watching those videos. It was amazing. Thank you. No, I'm being totally serious because
thank
when
you.
you're dead ass tired and you're watching that beautiful water and you're walking around and then you see that little dog, that little grizzly bear.
I know,
I
right?
want you to poke him so he makes that noise, that grizzly bear noise. But oh my God, you put a smile on my face that just continued into going back to work. It was crazy. It was like perfect timing for me. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And I learned how to do that music stuff like on the on my gallery, not having to go into the editing program. I didn't know I could add music from my gallery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
Very
that's pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah, because sometimes the audio is not exactly what you want, for the background, but I like that ecosystem where I was walking in the water, although it was brown, but it's an ecosystem,
Yes.
you know? And I thought it was cool because it was purposely made like that because it's on that campus of the college. I thought, what a beautiful campus.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you said the view out some of the students' window is amazing.
Yeah, and I was bummed because my battery ran out. I really
Oh, I
wanted to
know.
do
It just went like, doop, you were gone. Doop,
it.
she was gone.
I want
She
to do a lot
gone.
more. Did you see the
Yeah.
one with there was the waterfall like that, you
Oh
know?
yes, the rushing water. I love water. I'm just a water baby. I just love water.
Me too. That's
Yeah.
Mount Holyoke. That's a real prestigious, right? That's the word.
What now?
That college is Mount Holyoke.
Oh, okay.
Have you
Very
heard of it?
prestigious. Very prestigious. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Those of like alumni. It's all girls, all female.
Even better.
I would think so.
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
would
have boys to distract you, partying and all that.
That's true.
Yes.
That is very true. You
Mhm.
know, and if you're gonna, it's a nice town too. I
Yes.
wonder when you see the cemetery video that I did, you'll like it.
I did not get to see that one.
I didn't put
So.
it up yet.
Oh, okay. There was a cemetery one up there though. Maybe it's an
Yeah, it
older
was.
one.
That was like the in the winter time, and I said I'm gonna come back here and make a
Oh,
video,
okay.
and I
Yes.
did go back and make the video, and I haven't uploaded it yet.
Was it mostly ghostly in the cemetery?
It's a beautiful cemetery,
I bet.
unbelievable, and like it had been moved from where it originally was, and they moved it like in the 1800s.
Oh
Bobbles
wow.
is driving. It's scary with her behind the wheel. Help.
Oh no. We're sending in the troops. Where are
This
you?
is so
Go
funny.
parachute in.
Did you watch where me and Bobbles were talking about if we were two puppets?
I don't think I got that far.
Oh
Maybe.
my God.
Yeah.
We
Might have had a
had
bathroom
tears
break.
rolling down our face because I don't know if you saw that video where that somebody had made a puppet of Ollie singing "Hungry Eyes" and driving. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm so
Oh,
jealous
you're
because I want
jelly.
a puppet of me, right? And
Yeah,
I mean, if they're gonna troll me, at least make me a puppet, please. And
yeah.
and so, like I said, I could picture if there was two of them and Bobbles is driving and I'm in the
Uh-huh.
passenger seat and all I do is car dance all the time. And while she's screaming at people out the window, and every once in a while she backhands me and says, "Stop dancing! Stop dancing!" And I just kind of
But I
pop back up dancing.
feel like dancing.
Yeah, I pop back up dancing. Right?
Pop back up.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. Oh, we
Jack
were
in
in
the box.
Christmas. Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
Uh, my
Mhm.
friends thank the Lord that somebody made the Jesus strap the way I drive in my V6. It's crazy. They like, don't you ever use the brake? And I was like, what's a brake?
And your what? Your G6? Is that what you said?
V6.
V6?
Yeah, V6.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the size of an engine or is that a car?
Yeah, that's the size of an engine. That's all
Oh,
that matters. Doesn't matter whether it's the biggest piece of shit or a van or, whatever. As long as you got a good engine and it gets up and it goes, that's all I care about.
I remember years ago in the 80s, everybody was like, they didn't really like a V6. I had a V6 in my Camaro, but the V8 was the faster and like the four
More of a
cylinder.
gas guzzler, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I had a, um, I had a Chevy Monza that it was like an 81 or something, 81
Mhm.
Chevy Monza. And it had a engine, I think it was a 262,
Hmm.
262. And it was fast. It was so fast. And it wasn't like a regular car. People, I guess it was kind of special car or some shit. You know what I hate though? Have you
What?
ever seen there'll be certain cars and they'll come out in that same model and same year will
Yeah.
have a problem with maybe the sun will bleach up one half of something out.
Mhm.
Like the paint isn't good.
Yeah.
It's like a
Factory
defect.
rejects.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
defect. And
Mhm.
that car had that. Like some of the paint was okay, and half of the roof, which was vinyl, was
Hmm.
good, but the other half was all messed up.
Right.
It was like so weird. So whatever, as long as it got me places, I didn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the engine that counts, right? So,
I remember
yeah.
coming home from, this like show in Connecticut when I was like 19 years old. My friend Clyde was driving. We were all pretty buzzed. And so I let Clyde drive my car. And my friend
Were you
Cam,
Bonnie and Clyde at that point?
isn't that funny? But
I know,
my
that'd be
friend
cool.
Cam was behind us, right? Because she didn't know how to get back, but so she was going to follow us. By the time we got back to where we're going, she kind of rear ends us, but not crashes into us. Basically,
Yeah.
just kind of taps us.
Kissed your bumper.
Yes, but she forgot she was following us.
Oh.
So she thought we were strangers, and she
Oh.
took off like a bat out of hell.
Oh no, did she get herself lost? And back then there was no cell phone, right? So
Yeah, yeah. She
yeah, you
did
were
just pick
shit
up
out of
like a
luck.
bat out of hell. And
Oh my
plus,
god.
we're back in our town now, so she knew where she was. But
Oh.
she takes off around the rotary, and we're like
Roller rink.
following her, trying to catch up to her, and be like, "Hey, it's us!" Flashing the lights, and
Uh-huh.
the more like we catch up to her, the
But she
faster she
just did a
go.
hit and run. She's out of there.
Yeah, and she thought we were the people chasing her,
Yeah.
and she was
Of
taking
course.
off. Oh my god! My friend told me
Wow.
another story, right? I wasn't there for this one, but it still cracks
Oh.
me up to think of it.
Mhm.
Him and our friend, right? Whenever he would like smoke and drink or whatever, he'd get paranoid or something. I don't know why.
That happens, yeah.
So him and then my friend Dan were, they had just gotten back to our other friend, the paranoid one, new apartment. And so as soon as they get there, they like smoke a joint or something. And all of a sudden, it was like Dan's weed, sitting on the table. And all of a sudden, I wasn't there, but when Dan told the story, it was so funny. Uh, George, not the George that I know now, somebody else,
Right.
he grabs Dan's weed, runs into the bathroom, throws it in the toilet, is that, and he's got this look on his face like, oh my
That
God,
form.
where am I? Like that kind of look, like, and he runs out of his own apartment. It was the first time Dan had been there. And so it's got all these halls, and like he takes off down the hall running and goes through these double stairway doors. And Dan is like, came there in his car, in that guy's car.
Oh,
So
no.
if, he leaves him there, he doesn't even,
He's walking.
he doesn't know anything. He's just the first time being there. And so he's running after George. And every time he's running, going, it's me, slow down. George would look back at him all scared and run faster. And
Wow.
Dan's explaining it to me, going, and I could hear the footsteps running down the hall and down the stairs. He goes, finally, I caught up to him, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's me. Oh my God. I remember he did that to me with my last joint one time. I go, George, just smoke a couple of drags at this point. You need to relax. And he takes 2 hits off it, looks at me, and runs in the bathroom and shuts the door with the joint. And I'm like,
oh no, I
no.
heard this story before. You told this one before.
Did I?
Yeah, I remember this one.
And he's chewing real fast.
Yeah, he eats it.
He ate it. Yay! I said, that better not be my last joint in your mouth right now.
Man,
and as I'm saying that, he's chewing as fast as he can.
Man, oh man.
He's got fucking, I'm going, open your mouth right now. And he's chewing real fast.
What were you going to do? Like scrape his tongue and dry it out?
I didn't want to get it out of it, but I wanted to know, did he really eat? Because I was like astonished.
Okay, yeah.
I was astonished.
Yeah, don't get the gremlin wet. Never get him high again.
I haven't talked to him in years.
Oh, okay.
I miss them.
My brother used to get super paranoid to where you would just hide his shit. It just wasn't even worth going through for the millionth time. And then he had a reel-to-reel, Stairway to Heaven, Jimi Hendrix, Peter Frampton, and just over and over, because you and then start at the beginning of the song, and then as soon as it hit the end, it would drive you crazy. I actually took off the reel-to-reel because he had it mounted on the wall by the couch. I took it off one time when he was just getting home, and he didn't even notice. He went to grab the reel-to-reel, to play his whatever, tape was on there. And his hand, no shit, went around the wall because he's watching TV and drinking a beer. And with his left hand, he usually just clicks on the reel-to-reel, Peter Frampton, Jimi Hendrix, Stairway to Heaven, Leonard Skinner, And he's like feeling around the wall where is his reel-to-reel. And then I take off the front door, jump in my duster, and leave. Because I know he was going to chase me.
Did you go back home? What happened?
Oh, he got drunk, and I just went back into my front room, and went to sleep. Yeah. And I had that sucker mounted back on the wall before he
right?
Up.
Hammer of Hate said, that hurt the ears. I know, right? It did. I was, the movie Bonnie and Clyde You know,
Yeah, I love that movie.
with
Absolutely
Warren
love their
Beatty.
history.
Yeah, with Warren Beatty. And
Mhm.
you know how the mother from Roseanne plays Gene Hackman's girlfriend, his brother's girlfriend.
Yeah, Roseanne Barr.
The mother that plays the mother on Roseanne.
Oh, the mother. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, is she plays the wife or whatever of Clyde's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and when like she's the one who actually ended up like survive or whatever, you know. But there's a scene in the movie where she's screaming in the middle of the road,
Mhm.
and she's screaming really, really annoying. It's like I love the movie too, but I hate that part where she's screaming because it's so annoying.
Mhm.
And my friend Tom, the one that I make those videos about with the Bigfoot and all that, the old guy,
Oh yeah, he's so sweet.
he is. He had borrowed it from me. And you really can't find that movie on VHS anymore, you know? It was just like a fluke. I found it on VHS at a thrift store. So he borrows it from me, and one day he he's got it in his he goes it's stuck in the VCR, right? It was stuck in the VCR or something. And he's trying to get it to fix it. He's going, you hold this, and he's got all these little tweezers out, tape and stuff, a little magnifying glass, and he's trying to. It's a VHS tape. He's trying to get
Right.
it back together, and so I got so annoyed with it that because it was like starting to give me a headache, like trying to hold this for me, hold that for me, right?
Oh yeah, you don't like to be bossed around.
No, 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 it wasn't that. It was just I didn't believe that he could fix a
Oh, it's taking
broken.
too long, right?
No, it was broken. Like the tape was ripped in half.
Oh well, there ain't no fixing that except for Scotch Brite tape.
This motherfucker fixed it. Like, listen,
No,
even after this, he fixed
huh?
it. Even after this, this is how horrible I am. So fucking, he's
Dun dun
trying to fix it,
dun.
and I'm already kind of mad that it had happened because I thought of it as kind of a fine, at a thrift store,
Treasure.
and but now he was annoying me because for 20 minutes now I'm getting a headache trying to, and I'm already he ain't gonna be able to fix this with regular tape and this and that. So I grab the tape out of his hand. I go, fuck this tape, right?
I can
And
see that.
and I and I pull the fucking shit tape out
You start pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling it
and
out.
yank it out, right?
Yeah.
And if you could have seen his face, he's just looking at me, right? Right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be all right, yeah. And so he gets the tape again, and he's fucking. I leave anyway. He gets the tape
Mhm.
again, and next time I go over there, it's playing in his VCR.
Wow,
Fucker
he's
fixed it.
meticulous.
Get this though, he fixes it, and
Mhm.
it works perfectly. And the
Wow.
only part that it affected was the part where the lady was screaming that I hated.
Excellent.
It
Yahtzee.
like
Bonus.
totally edited it out. It didn't appear anymore in the movie, just that part.
Bonus.
Uh,
That is such
$3.
a cool story.
Do a remake of Thelma and Louise, but name it Bobbles and SG. I couldn't get over that last night. She
Is there
replayed
going to
my
be a
life
hot
stream.
guy in it though? Like Brad Pitt shirtless, you know?
No, no. He ripped them
Yeah.
off though. Where you say, I like your wife or whatever, yeah. But
Yeah.
when we were rewatching, both me and Bob were aesthetic. And that's why sometimes I'll remove my videos. Remember, everybody would get mad because I'd make a
Your
video
channel,
that's
your rules. You can do what you want.
but I would remove it and they wouldn't
Mhm.
understand. But Bob was, she doesn't usually watch back live streams that she's on. But me and her and everybody
Interesting.
in her room were watching the live stream that we had made over here. And we were like,
Oh. That's
Wow,
cool.
we're mean.
Wait, you said you were mean?
Me and her.
Oh, I think you get caught up in the heat of the moment, and it just come blah blah blah. It comes out of you, and it's
I know,
not
but when you don't
necessarily
hear, when you don't watch it
when you're
back,
in the when you're in the moment, you don't realize how you're acting. Like when I was
yeah.
supposed to go on the sailboat, and everybody thought I was drunk
Oh,
and
here she goes
high.
again with that fucking sailboat.
Well, I've never watched that.
We said apologies for
Oh
it.
no, I'm not bringing it up for an apology, but to equate a story, I've never gone back to that live and watched myself and how I acted because I know how I was. So I
I
own it.
remember you being bad.
Yeah, I own. I was hyped. You don't believe how hyped I was that night. But I own my actions, words, and deeds. So I'm very careful that I do that and maintain that.
Oh,
It's
I know.
called
I remember
integrity.
you were talking about frothy milk.
Yes, that's the only thing I was drinking is frothy milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what spaceman who said you were drunk? Remember?
a few people did, but it doesn't. That miss mine no matter to me.
Look at me.
Believe
I'm supposed
me.
to be drunk all the time.
Well,
Because
I'm right
Melissa
there with you.
McCarthy could play the role of Bobbles, and Fran Drescher could play SG,
Oh, that would
and
be.
Johnny Depp plays the role of Mr. Bobbles.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I was just about to say that out loud.
So
That's too funny.
funny.
That is funny.
I could quite see the
Uh,
Melissa McCarthy and the Fran Drescher
yeah,
in my head.
yeah. Well, definitely. I've told you, you kind of, with the voice, Fran Drescher-ish, and that is such a compliment because she is so creative, so talented, so
Yeah, but Melissa
multifaceted.
McCarthy is too. Like the two of them together, that would be kind of a good combination.
Oh yeah, I already agreed. Yeah, and then I was
Yeah.
going to say Brad Pitt is Mr. B, but then you put up his text, or his comment, and then I said, well, let her read it.
It was good, Hammer of Hate. When do
Hammer of
we hear that?
Hate.
Hammer of Hate.
Yeah, is that a new account? Well, never miss mine. Never mind. I think I know who that is.
Where were they? They were somewhere. Isn't Fran Drescher dead? Is she?
Excuse me?
Oh, Hammer of Hate. Get out of here.
Oh, is he being mean now? Tell him
No,
to go
he's
back to
kidding.
POF.
He's kidding. No, no, no. He's nice. Don't be mean.
Oh,
I gotta
sorry.
look it up and see if Fran Drescher is dead. Somebody look that up. I
Oh
don't think she's dead.
no.
No.
Unsure.
Who was? Who was dead? Who was dead? What's wrong with me?
I try to read that comment. That's the only comments I can actually read.
No, oh, I'm sorry. I muted myself.
Huh.
I was talking away over here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you're like rotating the comments, so I was trying to keep up with reading it. But
Rachel,
you were
didn't
not
I show
even
you how
missed.
to look at the comments?
I am running another I do subcontracting work, so I am running another program, so I'm
No, I meant
very
on your
limited.
phone, how you could look at them on your phone.
I'm on a flip phone, dear.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did.
I
I'm looking
did
up
get
to see
a
if Fran Drescher died. Hold on.
yeah, I can't look
I
up
really don't think she
anything.
did.
I don't think so either. So it'd be sad because, like I said, you remind me of her. She just the way you run your shows, even before that big, everybody bailed. Your shows were so creative, so multifaceted. You never knew what you were going to hear, what you were going to read in the like. You wanted to read the stream. Like I rarely read a stream. If I'm going back to somebody's channel because I like them or love them or trust them and want to see what they have to say, I rarely read the stream. But
Right.
you and your channel, I wanted to read the stream because that was half the entertainment is having
Oh,
such
they're funny.
great people in here being so humorous. It was
I know.
unreal.
Very
So,
funny and
yeah,
yeah.
it still is. I didn't mean to sound like it's past tense.
No, I know. And I can't understand why those people wouldn't want to laugh anymore. you know?
It's you people, human nature. You don't want to see somebody doing better than yourself. It's human nature that you just got to bite down and say that's the evil. Let's put the evil where it goes, deep down, dark, in a place that I don't even want to access it.
Like
I
even
want to see
yours
you do
disappearing
good.
is so weird because we used to
Well,
laugh a lot too.
being the devil's advocate, you don't know what's going on in anybody's life. So he might be
No, I
back.
know.
You enjoy him. He seemed like he was cool with you.
Yeah,
Everybody
and then
has a
all of a sudden
bad
he just
day.
disappeared. And to be honest, I don't have time for, games like that. 1 minute being
You
my
know,
friends, and, we didn't even have an argument. So I don't even know. He
something
just,
might be going on in his real life. You just never know.
it,
Just playing the
it,
devil's advocate.
it could be, but I've
So,
seen him in other places, I think.
yeah. And
Hi,
that's so funny
Estine.
when you and and you were like, I had you blocked. And I'm like, so wonder you didn't answer me. And I was like, why'd you have me blocked? And you're like, I can't even remember, but you're unblocked now. So, and I was like, it's all
Yeah.
good.
So we got
And then
secular.
you go to the, you were like, I gotta stop blocking people. I can't remember why or if I did. I just laughed. That
I
was
don't know.
awesome because you're so truthful. One thing I like about you is even if it's a little white lie, does my butt look big in these jeans? Any girl is gonna lie to her best friend and say, "No, you look fabulous, sweetheart. I love those jeans on you." But you tell the truth. That's what I like about you. You've always stuck so close to the truth like glue.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want my friend going out looking bad. I would tell them if they look bad. I'd honestly say, yeah, well, if they look good, I'd say they look good. If they.
But
Stephanie
it's
Darby,
her
you're going in
her
timeout, baby, because you're
Ooh,
drunk.
what happened? Who? Stephanie
Stephanie
Darby
Darby or
canceled.
something like that. Here, I'll catch you up with the like the.
Oh my goodness. JD wannabe needs to be shot and put in a hole in the backyard.
Don't say
So
that. Oh,
sorry.
I don't know who JD Wannabe is. Put her in timeout anyway. Think about what she said.
Yeah. No, I
I
wasn't
think.
talking about who's in the stream. Janice Dickinson. There's so many Janice
Oh,
Dickinsons that was
Janice
just,
Dickinson. Oh yeah.
yeah, that
Oh, I
it's
get what you're
just
saying.
like,
Janice Dickinson wannabe.
yeah, JD wannabe just needs to be like put out of their misery and buried is what I should have politely said instead of the SHOT word.
Yeah. It's spectacular. How could you be like, love you too, Steph, when she was just in here saying a
Oh,
bunch of stupid shit? Spectacular.
yeah,
You're
Terry loves to stir that pot. I can just see him in the kitchen with an apron and a bonnet on, and he's just stirring that big pot on YouTube and just making, stirring that big pot. That's what Terry does the best.
yeah.
Come on, Terry, get a new persona. That one's really old.
It's starting to
Do
be
you
like
want to
the
be
cutting and
known
pasting.
as an old woman stirring the pot in the kitchen? Any
I haven't
dude
seen
would like,
Grandma lately.
oh, I have not either. Love you,
No,
Terry, secular human. Stop stirring the pot.
I know. I
I
know, but
know.
yeah, he's a fucking baby man. He's a man baby.
Oh my God. He would love my feet. My feet are perfection. So just
Oh,
saying.
there you go. There you have it. Spectacular.
What happened?
This one's putting, are you both drunk again? Now she just gets blocked.
Oh my goodness. Is that all you have? Really? Are you
Yeah.
projecting? I think by 7:25 in the evening, Stephanie, you're probably toasted. That's why you're here. Toasted and bored. Please go be bored, look in the mirror and get more bored. Yawn.
I don't even know who Stephanie Darby is.
Who cares?
I know. I'm thinking it's some that kind of like celebrity though. Like.
No.
No, not a real celebrity here, but they're using their name.
Oh, they're using that name. Oh, of
Yeah.
course. They'd be too chicken to come with their own name. So
Right,
who cares
exactly.
what they have to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Please. I've been
Chicken.
sober life and living it and loving it. So as if
She
you
only
know
drinks frothy
anything.
milk.
Yes, I
She's
love
the
frothy
original
milk.
got milk cover girl
Yes, I am. Yes, I
with
am.
a
I get
big old
high on life.
milk mustache.
I think everybody can attest to that I get high on life. Because if I was going on a schooner the next day, you saw how hyped I was. That's high
And
on life. That's
that,
looking forward to something that didn't happen. So
yeah,
joke's on me.
My fault again.
No, it's not your fault. No, the trip got canceled. My girlfriend got the shot for CVID, and then she got sick. So she canceled her, and she canceled me when I was supposed to be the chef and everything. Like I was supposed to be night watch, early morning night watch, and cook an awesome breakfast in the morning. And then I could go to sleep for a little while, and then wake up by like 3 and repeat the day. So I don't know why she canceled me. I would have went on there for free. Shit, don't even pay me. No, seriously. That was a nice ass boat.
Well, you never know. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it was going to crash.
Yeah, and then no, they delivered the boat, no problems at all. They just didn't have my awesome breakfast. And then I got super busy because my son was like, let's sell the pig. And I was like, let's put lipstick on the pig first before we take it to market. So I've been working on my house ever since. So that's irony. When you think you have the most fabulous vacation lined up, and then God said, no, you have to work. Life's not that easy. And then I've been working my butt off. Like I don't even have a butt anymore. My butt is gone. And I have blonde hair though.
I
That's one
my
bonus.
butt off.
I worked my butt. I seriously worked my butt off. Like, why can't I work my stomach off? I want to work my stomach off, leave my butt. I had a nice butt. Now I've got like no butt.
I know how that is.
Why am I talking about butts?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's gonna get all over you. She's got no ass.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. She's alley cat. She's got no ass. Well, it's gonna be some raspy voice. Yeah. And it was so funny, the one clip that I found, and it was like somebody was like yelling at their dog and saying bitch, and then they had a Tourette's moment and said my name. And I was like, she is very confused. And then she called me alley cat. And then I was like, okay, that explains it.
Were you in the room?
No, I turned it on and I just happened to, I clicked the wrong avatar and Ollie comes up and she's saying, God damn it, bitch. So she's talking to her female dog she's got sitting next to her. And then she has a Tourette's moment and she says,
my dog.
I know, I'm just being facetious. And then she has a Tourette's moment and she says my name. And then she goes on to say that I'm alley cat. And right when she said my name, I was like, that woman is very confused. She needs to straighten her shit out. And then, then she says, I'm a sock account under alley cat. And I was like, I've heard enough, click. And I just made her disappear, which was an awesome feeling. That's what you can do. You can actually turn off your device, go to another channel that you were trying to get to before I clicked on oily Ollie Polly, I seriously clicked on her by accident. But yeah. it was ludicrous what she was saying at that time. It just happened to be about me. Funny. And then I clicked on the other channel, and watched my other videos. So,
Right.
I had enough of her. It lasted like maybe 3 minutes of her, and I thought she is, and she knows. Oh nice. My God, she is so right about everything she says. Oh my God, like she is absolutely correct. Anything that comes out of her mouth, positively the truth. If there's a bridge, I'm going to sell you next.
Oh, I know. She just, I really honestly think that they don't think like humans. You know what I mean? They're not.
No, that you want to just thump on their chest to see if there's like a heartbeat, they might be the Tin Man. They might need to go buy a heart. Seriously, because if my husband was dying, I can tell you firsthand, I was right there, anything he needed. I was right by his side before he woke up in the morning. So
Could you
I wouldn't be
imagine if he was
on
going through that
YouTube,
and
on
you were
you.
on YouTube and they were starting to say things like about his cancer? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
my point was, is she openly admitted to the world that instead of being by her dying husband's side, that she now regrets doing is being on YouTube and fighting. Duh. Like, does it take a couple years for that to sink in, girl? You might not have a brain either. Go to the Wizard of Oz. He might be able to give you one just to
well,
be
no, what she said was
charitable.
that when she was there at the hospital with him, holding his hand at his last moment, and that was 2 weeks or whatever that she had been away from YouTube because he was dying. No, she was kidding about Ollie being. He said, "If you believe Ollie is honest, I got some emotion."
No,
So he's
I'm
just
being
being facetious. Yeah,
facetious.
yeah. But so she came out with this whole as those 2 weeks were going by, and she was thinking how much time she could have spent with him, before this had come down to this, but instead she was wasting her time on YouTube, which sounded like
My point.
legit, right? And she was saying, apologies to people and this and that and this and that. At the end of the day, though, none of their, Debbie's apologies or fucking Ollie's apologies, they're not. None of them people are.
Yeah, that's kind of why I worded it the way I worded it. No matter what you say on YouTube, somebody is going to just stand their ground against you. And I love Mr. Bobble's comment. I've got oceanfront property in
Hmm.
Arizona that I could sell you. Yeah, that was my point exactly. I told SG, at the end of my story, I said, I got a bridge I can sell you. Who needs a bridge? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're on the same page as far as that's
Yeah,
concerned.
right.
She does not like me because I read her. I read Debbie. I read a bunch of people online. I read quite well.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he did know you were being facetious.
Oh, okay, yeah, I kind of thought he did. Yeah, it just I couldn't read the whole thing right away, so I apologize, Mr. B. I like Mr. B. He's cool, and I
Yeah,
like Bobbles. You
they're
can't
both
leave anybody
adorable.
else, or else somebody's gonna get mad at you. Left me out.
And
I
what they
love
don't
Mr.
even
and
like
Mr. B.
understand is, I think they thought that Bobbles was like them, you know, and they wanted her to be like them because she's a powerful source, force or whatever. She's congenial. She's got character. She's got an, people like her, right? Where
Sort of
they,
comes down to human nature that everybody wants to have somebody to confide in. Now, who
no,
you
but
can
I mean,
trust as far as confiding in that person is a whole other animal. But yeah, when you make a new friend on YouTube, like you and I, SG, we have each other's back. We would not, mum's the word as far as what we talk about, because
yeah,
we don't have an interior agenda of getting information to then use against you. I think I spoke about that when I first came on the stream. That's the way YouTube is. It's you're collecting information so then you can stockpile it and then use it to your advantage later. I would never do that. I couldn't even imagine I don't even want a channel on YouTube. I just don't. It's not my cup of tea. It's so much hard work, dedication. You're perfect for it, Tracy, because you're multifaceted, you're entertaining, you're very forgiving, you're very loving. People can tell that you're genuine. Like you were saying, you can tell some people if they're fake ass phonies or if they're genuine people with empathy towards others. You absolutely can tell. I
but
never
look
got.
what Mr. Bobbles wrote. He said they thought that Bobbles would cower down to them when they were trying to blackmail her. And that, like,
Yeah, I don't
how,
want to speak on that because I know nothing of that, and I don't.
right.
My
But what I'm
nose.
saying is that's how
Yeah,
horrible they
yeah.
are. And I honestly don't think that, when Mrs. Bobbles got into her channel and she was thinking, she'd be reactionary, whatever, that she didn't know that those people stoop to that kind of shit, blackmailing and stuff.
Yeah,
So
she
her
did.
being a person with morals and scruples and stuff, she
Hmm.
wanted to wash her hands of them. And that's
She
what
did
ticked
kind of
them off.
say that she did was privy to all the gossip or knowledge that other people were giving her or warning her about.
Hmm.
So she did say that. So it's, it is that.
Right. But in the meantime, if somebody's blackmailing you in the background,
Honey,
and
my lawyer's got 30 grand to blow if I point to somebody or give him a name.
five, they're going in the store.
Oh, cool. Buy something for me.
I know, right? Keep letting
Oh my
tacos.
God, I got to tell this story, SG. So we get off because I really don't know what's going on with Bobbles, and I can feel for anybody and have sympathy and empathy. And there's two sides to every story or whatever. So I try to ride the middle road and try to give everybody a chance. But this one story that you're just gonna laugh about. We were doing Angie's List to try to not Angie Outhouse Angie's List on the internet to try to get people in our house to do little tiny jobs that, my son and I just didn't want to do. So this one dude shows up at the door, nice looking guy who's over 6 foot, in a button down, and then jeans, nice pair of shoes, right? A nice watch on. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm from Angie's List. Gives me his card, right? So we
He's
go
from
down the
what?
base. Angie's List. You can hire Angie's List to get people to your house, handymen, to do certain jobs at a lower price than if you would go to the market and look for yourself.
Oh, that doesn't sound safe.
My son was home. We have plenty of shit in the house to be safe with. I'm not scared.
Well, you
So
said he
this
just showed
guy,
up at your house, I mean, and you didn't know who he
well,
was.
because he showed up in a button down, nice jeans,
Oh,
nice
he didn't
shoes,
look
and
like
a
he was
nice
there to
watch.
do some work.
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding.
Was he good
Yeah.
looking?
He was a very nice black gentleman. And now I'm going to get in trouble because I described his color. That's just from that generation. Sue me. Anyway, we go downstairs, we're chit-chatting and stuff. And then he finds out the work he's going to do is not screwing in a light bulb or the lady of the house. So he distracts my son by saying, do you have this tool so I can use it? And my son said, oh, yeah, we've got all kinds of tools. I've done rehab my whole life. So I love rehab. Anyway, so me and him are the only ones standing in the basement. And he looks at me and he says, with a straight face, mind you, I've forgotten something in my car. Well, I trusted the guy. Here we go with trust again. Who you can trust, who you can't trust. Honesty, who's not honest. The guy bails, and by the time I get up my basement stairs to go to the door to wait for him, because you don't want somebody randomly walking through your house unsupervised, as I went to the door, and there he goes pulling away. And then my son comes. The guy went in his car and pulled away. He didn't want to do the job at all. He distracted my son to go get a tool. He distracted me saying he left something in the car. And then when I opened my front door, when me and my son are walking to the front door, my son saw him through the satellite window drive away, and I'm opening the door and the car's not there. And my son, we both said at the same time, he drove away.
It sounds like he wasn't there to do handyman work. It
no,
sounds
he
like
was.
hoping.
He was.
No, I'm saying it
definitely,
sounds
but
like he was hoping you were going to be a woman alone, and he
no,
wasn't
what it
expecting your
was is
son.
he was more like going to screw in a light bulb or, put up a light apparatus or something simple like that. He was not there to do what we needed done. So
Didn't you talk to him on the phone before you got there?
No, that's not the way Angie's List works.
Oh.
So I turned to my son because there used to be a cartoon character when I was a kid, and it was this little kid in suspenders and this little hat with like one of those little fins on the top that rotate. And the little kid would just put his arms straight up in the air. So here I am putting my arms straight up in my air, and my son is looking at me like I'm crazy. And I say, boy, And
Don't
he
do
just
that. Oh
starts
my God.
cracking up because I say it again. I say, bye, see ya. And there was a little cartoon character, which my son was not privy to, but I grew up with. And
Like
that's
what, Little
all the little,
Abner?
yeah, and that's all he would say. He would extend his arm up in the air and he has his cute little outfit
Don't
on.
do
He
it
would say,
again, though.
bye,
Oh my
see
God, she does it
ya.
again.
That's how it was worse. But it's like, it was so shocking. I had to do something so childlike because that
Yeah,
was
but I
just
don't
done to
understand this.
us.
Let's go back to this
Huh?
Angie's list.
Yes.
So tell me how it works. I've never heard of it.
Yes, Angie's List works two ways. They can either track down contractors to get in contact with you, and then you work out a bid on your job. The second way is you prepay for the work. They send somebody to your door. I selected to do the prepay because money is, that was just the easiest way to do it. So I
You paid
prepaid for,
for it already?
yeah, I got it back on my credit card too. So got one, they wanted to keep $10 for an administration fee. And I said, my lawyer's going to have a field day with you and I'll probably get more than 10 back. And they immediately credited the whole amount back on my credit card because I explained to them
God.
how it's actually going to be.
Some of the
Yeah, he
watches are
actually
weird.
bounced. He actually
Look, see, yeah,
bounced.
but look what Hammer takes it. Some of the watchers are wearing earbuds, FYI.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
why I kept saying, don't
yeah.
do that. Don't do that. Yeah,
Oh,
some
I
people are
thought you
wearing
said
earbuds.
do it again because it
No,
sounded
I said,
cute.
don't do it again. Don't do
Oh, shoot. I thought you said do it again. Okay.
No.
My apologies to all
Yeah,
the bud wearers. And then
yeah.
either, you should be drinking a bud or smoking a bud. I'm just saying, those are the best buds.
Those are the best buds. Great. Now we're high and drunk. No.
I know. Well, at least give me a Samuel Adams, and a birthday
I'm
cake.
gonna look on here and see if there's been any murders because of Angie's list.
Craigslist had a couple murderers,
Yeah,
and
but
then
I'm
that
checking out Angie's list here.
I'm not. No, he would be murdered first. Believe me. In my house, I've got like shit everywhere. It's like Fort Knox in here. You need a sword. It's over there behind
I'm
that
saying
door.
that.
You need a hammer. It's
I'm
behind
saying
the
right
front
here.
door.
Yeah, this doesn't sound good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Here, hold on. Let me go here.
Oh, now some horror story about Angie's List.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm just
Baltimore,
saying.
this was
Okay.
2015. I didn't even know they were still around. They were around in 2000.
Yeah.
Baltimore plumber charged with murder for hire. Baltimore plumber George Thompson offered
That explains
$20,000,
it. It's Baltimore.
police say, and now he faces a much higher price of play. How much are you play? The charges have shut down his A-rated company, GT Thomas. Left his what happened was a good plumber. Okay, so what's this? He never sued. Never. He was charged with
Yeah. Number
second.
one, had my knife on me. Number two, my son's over 6 foot. And there's something within reach all the time wherever you're at in my house. So I was not scared of nobody.
Right. But listen to this, okay?
Yeah.
It goes. It says in November 26, 2006, he's charged with second-degree assault and theft and found not guilty on both counts.
Who is this?
That plumber.
Oh. Oh,
July
okay.
18th and 19th, 2007. Charged with 2 counts of malicious destruction of property, later dropped by prosecutor.
Huh.
July 2007, wife files for divorce. January 4th, wife awarded custody of the 3 boys. January
That speaks
28th,
volumes.
charged with theft, later dropped by prosecutor. Holy crap, man. How many times is this
Sometimes
guy?
they don't have enough evidence to stick. It's hard being a prosecutor.
February 14th, Thompson ordered to pay $4,000 a month in alimony and child support. May 19th, charged with theft, trial pending. February 14th, Thompson ordered to pay. Oh, okay, there I said that. Right? Repeated it. Do his criminal charges make her uneasy? Absolutely, to the point she asked that her name be kept out of the story for fear of retaliation. Thompson, 37, proved a better plumber than an alleged plotter. According to the arrest report, the man asked to do the killing.
That's a soundbite. Better
Yeah.
plumber than a plotter. That's why he's in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect soundbite. Journalism at its best.
Records indicate outward success. A move from a 2,633 square foot house in Lutherville, Monium, to a 4,000 at the same time. Court records tell us. By the time of his arrest, he owed $31,000 in unpaid alimony and child support.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Deadbeat.
Yeah. What does this have to do with wanted his wife killed? A few murder for hire schemes. It doesn't even talk about the murder for hire scheme. What's wrong with that, people? Doesn't even go into it. Friends, family say murder suspect was trouble. It's a different one. Accused of murdering Philadelphia Levittown exterminator. You still there, Rachel?
Yes, I am. I'm listening. I thought you were reading something, so I didn't want to interrupt you.
I wasn't sure if you could hear me. So.
Yes, I can hear you. We all can hear you. Thank you.
Wow, little bitch, man. You guys hear that shit? She's sassy. I'm getting off here. I gotta go off and come back in.
Okay, I'm here. I am here alone now. We are alone now. SG will be back momentarily. Now for the cool jazz sounds of, what the hell did I just say? Oh, it's taking her longer to come back. What is she doing? So how's everybody doing today? I hope good. Oh, there she is. There's my sidekick.
So damn sassy.
Sassy? Is your dog being sassy?
No, you are.
Oh, why am I being sassy? I've been accused of worse.
Bobbles told me to go on and let you know that the ox is live and immediately started talking smack about both you and Rachel.
Oh, she loves me. That's why. She can't get enough of me. I mean, please. She might be, like, really crushing on me.
Who can? Yeah. What you saying, Mr. Bobbles? Here, I'll
Do we really care? You go peek. Go peek now. You'll be quite disappointed on that channel.
Peek.
Oh, my God.
I'm looking.
You're spying.
I am spying on these.
You're trying.
Biatches.
Oh, that's her favorite word. It's like, oh my God, she's just showing her educational level. It's crazy.
I'm thirsty.
I've been thirsty for like months. It's called working and sweating and then not getting enough water. I was laying in bed. What was it? 3 nights ago. Woke up to my left leg, which I do have an issue with my left leg. I will contest to that. I will fess to that. It was seizing so bad that I had to stand up to get it to stop Charlie horsing. And my toes were still off the ground. It was crazy. That's why when I woke up the next day, took a 3-hour bath, went downstairs, and my son said, "Get back in the bath." Because it was just nuts. But at least, I can work for hours and, feel good.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
I can.
I didn't hear it. She just said to go let them know. All right,
Hmm?
hold on. I gotta hear what this woman is saying right here.
Okay, well, I was just talking about being woke up to a painful Charlie horse, and it didn't stop for about, I don't know, it seemed like forever. But that's just life. I've been good ever since. And then holding the damn paintbrushes in my left and right hands because I'm ambidextrous, always have been since a child. And my thumbs would lock up because that's kind of how you hold the paintbrush while you're doing your strokes. And
Yeah.
my thumbs on both hands would be locking up. So anytime I get like a minute, I'm like rubbing my hands, trying to work that out. So, but my grandfather was a painter, so he taught me how to paint quite well.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
love painting.
I
So
can
what's
hear
she
where she's.
saying?
I don't
You
know.
couldn't
I
hear
couldn't
where
hear it
she
because I couldn't hear it because you were talking. I couldn't hear.
Well, you didn't tell me to be quiet. I
I
thought I was.
did. I said I want to. I go. Give me a sec. I just want to hear what she's saying, and then.
Oh, I'll be quiet now. I apologize. I did not hear that part, probably because I was talking.
Okay. Hold on then. Hold
Yes.
on. All right.
Yes. I am double gagging myself.
I don't hear her. Can
Wasn't
you hear
me.
me?
Yes. I said it wasn't me this
Oh, wait a
time.
minute. Hold on. She's saying something now. Hmm. That's
Well,
interesting.
what's interesting?
The thing
Spill.
that was making me look was not to see what she was saying
Okay.
about, but the funny thing is this, that now, and I'm saying this because you know that I'm an honest person, so
Yes.
I don't want the person that this is pertaining to, like Rachel can attest that if I say something to somebody, it's not out of anger, it's because as their friend, I feel like I want to say what I want to say. So
Mhm.
earlier live stream today, somebody had come in and somebody else was on my panel, and we were talking about how it feels when you see your friends in live streams where people are bashing you. Okay. Now,
Oh, interesting.
I can understand the curiosity of that new person, right? To want to go over and check out the live stream when they go live to see what's all the hubbub about. Okay. I could see
Mhm.
that. But here's the thing, at the beginning, when he first came in, Ollie distinctly says to him, "It's nice to meet you, Tommy. It's nice that you're here, but this might not be the live stream that you want to make your first to sit through or something." Like
Tommy
she
as
knew
in
she was going to talk about his friend. So she
Tommy as
was
in
saying,
Tommy D?
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know
she was
him.
giving him a fair warning that it could be offensive based on what he was saying in my live stream earlier this morning.
Right.
So she came and he was like, "Oh, no, no, no problem." Basically, because he's still there. And he was
Oh,
like, "No,
now he's still there?
yeah, yeah.
He's in
That's,
her live stream. Well, that's, God-given right to choose where
he
you
does have a
go.
God given right to choose. He does.
Yeah.
But I thought it odd that Ollie even took note and kind of gave him the respect to say, "I appreciate you." It was right in the beginning when and she hadn't gone on her can't, but she said, "This might not be the live stream that you want to pick to sit through."
Right.
And so he was kind of like, "No, no, no problem." Which in my live stream earlier today, somebody had said, well, if I go over to Ollie, so what? And I said, yeah, it's fine if you go there. It is. But all I'm saying is that she's pretty harsh on me and sits there calling me a
Mhm.
drunk and saying a lot of things, you know? He does go everywhere, but I'm
Yeah.
surprised that he said just if they've not been, have you seen like Hammer of Hate? Have they been bashing us? Because if they're not, I know that the title of it is lies, 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 lies. But all I wanted to hear was what transpired between someone I thought, I'm more concerned about friends than enemies. I know what to expect out of Ollie's mouth and other people's mouths that aren't my friends in there.
Yeah, like your point is, why isn't he here if he's your friend rather
Right.
than parked in Ollie's is could be one
Yeah.
point. Another point is live streamers go live so randomly, and that's why you have the notification bell. That if even if it's the opposite camp, because they seem to, say that word, we're in camps or whatever. Even if it's, they're bashing your friend and you're going to another camp and because they just went live, maybe it's because they're lonely and they're just looking to interact also, and they're not
No, no,
necessarily
no.
going to
I'm
jump on the
saying
bandwagon.
I'm not putting him down or nothing, but I'm
Oh no, I
saying
was
that
just making
yeah.
like a 2 points.
Well,
That's all
because
I
he
was
said he is
doing.
harmless. Hammer of Hate said he is harmless. I know he's harmless. I'm not. I'm not even offended or anything. I'm just. It's totally opposite to what he was saying about himself in the live stream earlier today. It's opposite to what he said, how he acts if he ever. He said wouldn't even be able to sit through, and that's why I'm just asking
Oh,
if
so he said if one of his friends were being bashed, he wouldn't sit through it and he'd leave the stream
yeah,
or
she
something.
came right out and
Okay,
told him.
hypocrite.
Yeah, she came right out and told him right in the beginning she was
Yeah.
going to bash me. And he more or less said, well, that's all right. I'm all right with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm just
Yeah.
asking, is she bashing me? Because I'm not. And I understand that, Hammer of Hate, but it's just opposite to what he said. He don't say you know. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, network his channel. He absolutely does that. He panhandles that channel out.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah,
does. He did on Sharon B. He did on everybody's live stream
yeah,
that he
but
goes to.
everybody helps each other. That's what YouTubers do. They
Yeah.
help each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, of course. My
Mhm.
apologies.
Yeah. Um, I don't even
Well,
know
at
what
least
we
you're gonna hear what's on my mind, and then if somebody has a
exactly.
problem with it, I can always apologize. Doesn't mean I change my way of thinking, though.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's why we get along, is we kind of respect each other. We try not to step on each other when each of us is talking. Sometimes that's hard when you're excited about talking about something at the same time. But I appreciate you having me back up here. It's been a long time, so that's awesome sauce. Love
Right. Well,
that.
they're in there now telling him I'm a pedophile. Debbie's telling him,
Oh,
and
that's so
yeah,
ridiculous and
horrible.
so out of
And they're saying that I
context.
was going to put people on dating sites and order subscriptions of magazines. I never fucking said I was going to do that.
No, you never did.
I never said
It's just,
that.
no, that's the new thing going around, it seems like. There's always like a new catchphrase, a new she said, he said. It's ludicrous. It really is.
It is. Let's see. Seems like the chat is trying to get her going, and
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
noticed with her is she uses people to say or do her dirty work. She's
hammer
that's her MO.
Hammer of Hate. I'll tell you how that happened because she was making these videos, right? Going to me, and I wasn't even doing anything to her. And she goes, Me and Tim are coming for you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, because he said no sound. Okay.
Who said
She's
no
going, me and
sound?
Tim are coming. Debbie was. Cancer and no cancer. We're coming for you. And I'm
Mm.
like, why? I didn't fucking do anything, right? So, she's showing pictures, and I was saying, oh, that's nice that they get a nice yard there. It's cool that, a lot of people don't get along and have a nice family that they live with and share a nice yard,
Exactly. You're being
a
supportive.
lot of toys. And Debbie was like, well, I'm going to probably, in her video, she said she's going to have a tag sale with them all. I said, well, you could donate them because, they kind of came you know, from people who've helped you out and bought toys for her, maybe you could pay it forward. So she like goes off on that. Okay. Goes off on it.
Mhm.
And so then that just pisses me off when she's like making these videos saying, me and Tim are coming for you, all this shit just out of nowhere.
Content.
And
Content. You gave her
so,
content.
listen, so no,
Yeah.
I was being nice to her. So then I said, no, fuck her. I don't even really do believe that she's a good mother. I'm sorry, I really don't. So here's the bottom line.
Okay.
I looked and somebody had said, oh, did you see her Facebook page? And I mean, her Facebook page is her real name with pictures of, her daughter on there and also pictures of her in sexual, like, soliciting positions.
Nothing
Like
new.
she's like going to put her hand down her pants, she's got the waistband pulled up, and people are like, get those fingers working, baby. Right
Ew.
in a big pile of pot before it was even legal. And she's,
Wow.
saying all this shit. I said, what? I go, yeah, and you don't even have the decency to not use your real name, to like give your children some anonymity to
Anonymity.
what you're
Right.
doing, you know? I
Mhm.
mean, what's wrong with you, lady? What are you looking to be the first fucking experience of your kid's friends? You know? I
Mhm.
mean, why would you, if their parents are trying to see who their kid's hanging around with, that's what
Mhm.
they come up with? That's
Yeah.
what it was. So she
Yeah.
clipped out the part, what are you looking to be the first experience? And says, I can't believe you're talking about little kids masturbating to me. It's like you have
Yeah.
a
She inserted her own
yeah,
language into what
yeah,
happened.
yeah. She
Yeah. Her
edited
own
it and
narrative.
made it sound like I'm saying stuff about little kids. And all I was trying to say was, bitch, fucking have some respect for your kids, man. People's, you know, people's kids do watch their parents' YouTube sometimes. Like her older ones, even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna close this so they can't fucking sit here and play our shit and stuff.
They're not playing us, are
Yeah.
they?
But still, I'm just gonna end it.
You're gonna have somebody have an influence over you to end your stream.
Well, I've been on for fucking 2.5 hours. Yeah. I'm done. I'm cooked with it. Maybe I'll come back later.
Okay, up to you.
All right. Anyway, I love ya.
I love you too. It was nice
And I
talking
love
to you.
and the people in the
Next time,
chat.
yeah, next time we got to stay off those subjects
Wait,
that
what do you mean, Hammer of Hate? That sounds like a pretty. You want to get up to go and listen to them, don't you? No, I'm going to play video games on my phone so that I don't listen
we're going to put a puzzle together. That's what's going to
to them.
happen.
We could do that. Yeah,
Yeah, we could do that. That
we
would
could
be
do
real
that.
cool. I
Hammer of
love
Hate,
that.
I could actually drop the link in here. We could
Yeah,
pick
let
the
Hammer of
puzzle.
Hate.
Hammer of Hate, do you like to do you have an
Love
Android? It's
puzzles.
an Android, right? Android that you have
Yeah,
to
I have a
have.
Moto.
Yeah, you have to have, so you can have Google Play Store. Do you have Google Play Store, Hammer of Hate? If you want to do a puzzle with it, it like would only just be us. It's like an actual jigsaw puzzle, right? And you can do a jigsaw puzzle with your friends. Me and Rachel do it all the time.
Yep.
You use Google Play Store?
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna drop the link for it. Don't go anywhere, Rachel.
Okay.
Okay. and then I'll
I'll go
pick out a
anywhere.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Hammer of Hate. Do you want to do a puzzle with us? First of all, before I go through all this.
Yeah. Find out
Actually,
if
I'll
you're
do it
into
anyway, and
puzzle.
anybody who gets the link can come do the puzzle with us. But they have to
Yeah,
have
that's cool. I
Yeah.
love puzzles,
Mhm.
Sudoku, all that stuff.
Hold on. What did she say? She was trolling those turds, rolling those turds.
What?
Some weirdos. Nothing.
Don't even pay attention to
I know, but it
them.
popped up when
Oh
I
my
when I like
God.
exited out,
Okay.
and I just caught like
Yeah.
one little sentence from
I mean,
nut nut.
they just don't even realize how karma works, and it
Oh,
just,
I don't even believe in karma.
yeah. Well, the monks didn't either. So,
Well, look what happened to them. They fucking took them all out of the Tibetan monks. Remember, they made them leave.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
care about them either.
You just got to watch your energies and stuff like that. So if you're coming hard at somebody, you better make sure that you're not coming hard at the wrong person. So that's all I've got to say. I've got good energy. Try to keep it that way. Try to stay neutral. Do what I do. And that's all I can do. So, but awesome being on another live. It actually worked out perfectly. Perfectly. My son's away for the nice holiday weekend. I'm going to be doing a huge punch out list, which I can't wait to start at 3 or 4 or 5 a.m., just depending on when I wake up tomorrow. Or I might even sleep in and do the punch out list. So just work, work, work for me. But I love it. You can't have that many decimal points, digits before the decimal point, I should say, as in this work. So, do you know what I found out as a really easy work, and I kind of stumbled across it, is if you put a little bit of an investment in carpet cleaning, like you can make up to $400 per job. So say you got 5 jobs booked in that day, because usually a job will take just a little bit of your time out of your day, and then travel time to the next job. So if you can get like even 3 or 4 or 5 jobs booked in a day of carpet cleaning, like who wouldn't want to clean carpets for that amount of money? I just was really shocked that you
Yeah.
can earn up to $400 per job carpet cleaning. That just amazed me.
Look, I put this in the chat,
Okay, I can't
right?
see the chat. I can only see what's up on the screen.
He said Hammer of Hate said they use both. So I just went out.
Oh,
Now I
okay.
had already picked out a puzzle where the frame is done, but the puzzle isn't. Now Hammer of Hate, and if you're gonna download that, it's multiplayer jigsaw. The
Mm-hmm.
puzzle that's the code right there. 251. See it,
Oh,
Rachel?
okay. Yes. Yes.
251948.
Okay, but you're going to send me a link, though, so I don't have to. Or let me take a picture of that, because I'm going to be on my moto, so I won't have
Well, I could
access.
send it to you in text messages.
Oh, okay. Do that then, and I'll just accept. Okay,
And I'm gonna
cool.
wait. I'm not gonna go off live until I don't know if
Oh,
Hammer.
okay.
But if
Okay.
there is people in the room, that link that I just dropped is explain the puzzle thing to them.
Oh my God, it is awesome. It is so many pictures that you can choose from, and then you actually can choose the size of the puzzle. So we usually don't go crazy. We don't do like a 500-piece puzzle, but we do like a mid-range. And it just, everybody gets in there and starts working on different pieces of the puzzle. I'm very particular when I do a puzzle. It kind of drives Tracy crazy, or SG, excuse me, crazy over it. Sometimes I'll put like a heart on the border of all the little pieces, and she'll be like messing it up. But yeah, the
Yeah.
puzzles are super fun.
This one is a car that I picked out. I don't
Oh
know if you can hear
wow.
me.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you just fine. I
All
love
right.
any. I love like the animal ones or the more intricate ones, even though
Right.
it's not a lot of pieces. We did what was the amount of pieces that one bridge? Remember the bridge? And it just drove us crazy, but we did not give up until
Yeah, it
we
was like a
conquered the
balloon.
bridge. Was
Right.
that like 800 pieces or something
No,
crazy? What was it? Uh-oh, she just muted herself. We can't hear you right now, Tracy. Unmute yourself. What happened? Earth to Tracy. Tracy, Tracy, Earth to Tracy. We cannot hear you, Tracy.
I know you can't hear me. Hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
Hey, talking with Tommy D. Hold on. I'm trying to email or text it to you. Hold on.
Oh,
You can hear me still, right?
it
Hi,
goes to
Tommy
my.
D. How are you?
You just
What
send
I'm
it to text message on my phone, and then I can put it into my
That's what
Moto.
I'm doing. That's what I'm
Oh,
doing.
okay. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah,
Nanu,
right.
nanu. Nanu, nanu. I sit on my head now.
Mm,
Oh, there it is. Cool.
there you
Thank
go.
you. Oh my God, I got a
How
huge
you doing
smile on my
tonight?
face.
Talking with Tommy D. How you doing?
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Survivor Girl.
What happened? Did you
You're
get blocked over
sexy.
there? Did you get blocked?
I was doing Tommy D's voice. Hey, Survivor Girl. You're so sexy and intelligent. That's why I'm
No, he doesn't
here.
talk like that. Yeah, very
Try to
polite.
be funny. What's
Very
up,
polite.
brother?
I don't know where he went.
I don't know. He just signed in. He went to the
But
Bat
anyway,
Cave.
that link that I just put in is for a multiplayer jigsaw puzzle where you
Super
can,
fun.
yeah, and you can download it on Google Play Store, and then you can do a puzzle with us. Because I'm going to end the live stream, and me and Rachel are going to do a puzzle. That's the code. The 251948 is the code of the puzzle, and it's only the people that you invite come in there. So if anybody wants to
Excellent.
come in, say. So we're going to end the live stream right now.
Okay,
Hope to
we
see you in
doing
the
the countdown
puzzle.
to pizza and
Yeah.
tacos or whatever.
Sure.
5, 4. Okay,
4,
let's
3.
start at the same time though. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Peace
Peace,
and
love
tacos.
and tacos. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.